Hey guys, Jason here. So, got my body off so I could do a dynomat in here. Especially this big piece right here. This piece back here. You know, maybe along the outside and maybe the inside. Underneath the hood and stuff. Got all that off there. So I'm going to go ahead and do the dynomat on that. But now I'm looking at the frame. And I'm thinking, hey, look at this. I got to do some welding on here. But then I'm also looking at this. If I pull or push, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a flex right here on the steering wheel, and it also flexes a little bit into the frame. So I'm gonna have to fix that, add some more supports. But I'm thinking adding a support all the way back, because if you look, your shocks are hooked up here on this bar. So your shocks are pushing all the weight that you're sitting on up here. But if you look right there, those bars coming up, that's a pivot point. So sitting on the seat here, you're putting all that weight on that pivot point, and you're also pulling up right here with these two little welds. So I'm gonna have to do some supporting on this frame, strengthen it up a little bit. Since I have the body off, just get in there and do a little bit of welding, strengthen this up, add a little more a little bit more here. Let me show you. Make it a little stronger. Here we go. So here's another thing I noticed. So you look at the chain, and you can see that my idler pulley down there is pulling the bottom of the chain this way. So you can see it looks like they kind of tried to bend it that way. What I'm thinking, it's like if I take that idler pulley tensioner, chain tensioner out, flip it upside down, flip it over, put it back in there. I think they just put it in upside down. So I might be able to do that, flip that over and keep that chain from being pulled over towards the, left. But yep, this is what a Coolster mini Jeep looks like. The frame setup. So yeah, here's the pivot point right there. That's a brake point where it'll probably break, because all your weight when you're sitting on it is being pushed down, and it's pivoting right there. You got more leverage out here hanging over the back. So, leverage, pushing down, and your suspension pushing up. So this is basically all that's holding all your weight, is these outside welds. From that to there. So that's I mean, for for a while that might be okay, but there might be some stress fractures. It's a possibility, so I'm just going to go ahead and address that since I have it pulled apart. I'm also going to add some a tunnel. I think I'm going to make a tunnel that runs all the way back down those center lines, all the way back, and tie into here, between here and here. That'll add more strength. Basically a big box frame all the way back to the back of the Jeep. Make it super strong. So yeah. So a little bit of welding stuff to do. touch up, because yeah, for some reason they didn't do any top welds on any of these underneath the body. So I'll go ahead and do that too. Touch that all up, add a little bit more supports, fix the realigning the chain tensioner, so do some better supporting for the steering wheel because it flexes right there. I don't like that. Could be a stress fracture or something in the future, so may as well address it right now since I got it pulled apart. Also, on my brakes here, it's hard to see, but right here we got a good kink right there. What I think I'm going to do is undo this little bolt, take this the master cylinder reservoir, and move it over to right here. Drill a little hole right here, take this, turn it over around, and bolt it right to that little tab, because this is your starter solenoid. It used to sit in here, but I can move it right there. So I'll move that there, put the reservoir for my brakes over there, and then that'll relieve the pressure on this kink right here. And just, that's something you could do without pulling the body. Yeah. Anyway, also been looking at building a little support frame and everything in there for my oil cooler and my little electric fan. I think I got enough room in there. Move my brake distribution block from down here because these are rubbing on the tires. I'll move that up here to where my little pulse fuel pump is, and I can move the pulse fuel pump basically anywhere under the hood, and just add longer lines if I need to. So yeah, a few things I need to change around a little bit, some upgrades, and just make things a little stronger, and then I'll slap her back together, and then I'll start working on other upgrades and updates and stuff. But alright, thanks for watching, you guys. That's it. Coolster Mini Jeep without the body. Talk to you later. Bye bye.